Okay, another thing that we kind of thought we might talk about is DDLG, baby, which to people who have no idea what that means.
Yes. Okay. So DDLG stands for Daddy Dom Little Girl. It's probably my biggest kink, which is
It's up there.
yeah. It's like a big thing, and like I still struggle a little bit sometimes with like weird feelings about it because. Like, okay, so basically, like, DDLG is, like, a kink for, like, wanting to be in a certain type of DS dynamic where, like, there's a daddy dom who doesn't necessarily have to be male.
Oh, I know girl daddies.
Yes, so hot.
Love a female daddy or a femme daddy. Yeah.
But the idea is that, like, basically, like, it's a more nurturing or kind or supportive style of dominance than, like, the traditional media model of a dominant person. So, like, if they're being mean or like punitive, it's usually like in the best interest of the submissive, trying to improve them or make them better. And that works better for me because like I don't really respond well to like punishment or people being mean to me. Like humiliation isn't really my thing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
Some types are for me, but generally I need to be like the most encouraged.
yeah. Especially like when I'm subspacey, like criticism is really hard for me.
Yeah, me too. Totally. Yeah.
Positive reinforcement is where it's at.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that lends itself to DDLG.
Yeah, totally.
It? Like,
yeah. I definitely have like a praise kink. Like I like feeling like I'm useful and precocious and good and smart and capable, and so I really like that style of dominance. And it's cool because it's something that can spread into the rest of your relationship in your life as well if you want it to. Like it doesn't just have to exist in the bedroom. So like my partner, who's my daddy, helps me with my productivity and checks in on me to make sure I'm taking my vitamins and stuff like that. And it's kind of like a
24/7 situation.
Yeah. And it makes me feel a lot like stronger and like more supported, and he enjoys it too. Like he gets something out of that he doesn't get from the rest of his life, which is nice.
Yeah. What's the best part about DDLG?
Oh wow. I mean like it's really hot.
I mean, like,
so there's that.
much.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, I used to think that I was into this type of relationship, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about the word daddy. Like, I don't know that it really does it for me. And then I think it was actually just one of those things where, like, something turns you on so much that it almost feels like a repulsion at first. Like, it's like you have some feel. Yeah.
I mustn't.
That's the thing. And, like, I don't want to, like, touch the thing. But then when I started doing it, I was like, oh, actually, I like this so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, about the daddy thing. Some people, might find that weird.
Yeah.
You have a dad.
Yeah.
And people are like, that's incest or age play,
Yeah.
Like sex with minors is obviously a no-no. So like, what do you have to say in relation to criticisms like that about DGLG?
Yeah.
Like age stuff, like weird age stuff, taboo, stuff like that.
People always think it's like about my actual dad.
Yeah.
I've never had a sexual feeling about my dad. That's really not what it is. It's more about the archetype or the power dynamic. And really, like, in the narratives of my fantasies, it doesn't really matter to me if this person is someone I'm thinking of as my literal father or, like, more of, like, a symbolic, like, stepfather kind of deal or whatever. It's really just more about the power dynamic. And I was talking to my partner about it, about how, like, there are certain words that we don't like to use as part of that dynamic, like father and daughter, because those are a little too, like, literal, like, doesn't do it for us.
A daddy can be, like, a person that buys you things.
Yeah.
A father is your father.
Yeah. No. And I never call my real dad daddy. Like, I think that would feel super weird for me.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to choose a different thing than what you actually call your dad.
Yeah.
Like, dad is what I call my dad.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would never in a million years want to call any that person dad in a sexy.
It's such a different aesthetic.
Dad. Oh, dad. That's not anything.
But there are people who like that, though. Like incest is like a kink.
Yeah. That said.
Yeah.
there are lots of people that would want to call a person the same thing they call their dad.
Yeah.
Because it's just role play.
Right.
You're not actually with your dad or in any way.
Yeah.
Like you're playing on that in the bedroom with another consenting adult.
Yeah.
Who's not related to you.
Right.
And it's in that context, fucking go for it.
Yeah. The erotic charge is kind of from the taboo. So like some of my age play fantasies are like, you know, maybe mom's in the next room and we don't want her to hear, so we're going to keep things quiet in here and it's just our little secret. And so like that taboo and that secrecy is part of what's hot to me about it. But like really for me, it's about the nurturing dynamic and the feeling that someone is like trying to make me feel good, like just, you know, and also punishing me, but for like my own benefit.
Your own good.
Yeah.
Oh, that is my jam.
Yeah.
Anybody doing anything to me for my own good.
Yeah.
That's my number one.
Yeah.
And I feel like that can work in like, I don't do DDLG specifically, but I do a lot of like adjacent things like a doctor-patient or like a masseur client or like a sex worker client or like you know, so a lot of things that have that same built-in kind of authority figure, big, older, usually for me, male identified person.
Yeah.
And me being the reluctant, like submissive you know, person that is there mostly for something, so for my own good.
Yeah. I'm getting into the medical play stuff too.
Oh God, I'm all about the medical play.
So good. I'm really into like those hysteria doctors from the Victorian era, which is again like giving you orgasms for your own good, but it's for this like very like medical context where like they almost didn't know that they were giving people orgasms.
No,
like they didn't think
they
of it
did,
as such.
they?
No, it was just like you need this for like a medical condition, so I'm gonna like rub your clit with my hands, but it's like a medical procedure. There's something that's very hot to me about that, and like I don't quite know what it is, but yeah, it's good.
Oh, I can dig it.
Yeah.
I love the doctor play. The only thing I'm not into, just because I don't find them comfortable, is like the speculum play. I've started to like do some things with speculums in lots of different holes. But, like I feel like they cut. I love the fantasy of them.
Yeah.
But they feel cutty to me.
Yeah, I don't know why they make them like that. You would think like they go in very sensitive areas. Like,
yeah, can it not be coated in silicone even?
Yeah, like what? Why?
Can it not be just dipped in some nice
I don't
silicone?
know. It's 2018. We have the technology.
Why are they all metal?
I don't know.
Some are plastic, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try just a hard plastic one. That'd probably even be a little better.
Hopefully, yeah.
But like, I want to play with them, but I don't like.
You got to find the speculum that's right for you.
I do. I think I need to look around, guys. Holler at me. You know,
Spec Rex. Yeah.
Oh God. I feel like we should take a little break in which I should read some commercials from some fantastic sponsors. We have two fantastic sponsors happening today. One is a friend of mine who has an amazing sex toy business. And for the month of February here on the podcast, it is Love Crafters. They're a non-gendered fantasy sex toy line that offers products like strap-on compatible tentacle dildos, dragon egg Benoit balls, unicorn dildos, squid butt plugs. These things are geeky, playful, and body safe, and handmade using platinum grade silicone. If you want to hear more about this awesome artist, I interviewed them on episode 89. That was kind of more of a self-plug than like a commercial for Love Crafters. But Shay is absolutely amazing. If you want to go one step further than just kind of finding out about the company and you want to purchase these whimsical sex toys, check out the Love Crafters Etsy shop or head on down to our full sponsors website, comeasyouare.com. Speaking of Come As You Are, this episode has also been brought to you by the worker owners of Come As You Are. They have the peculiar distinction of being the world's only worker-owned cooperative sex shop, and they have feminist and anti-capitalist values, and they only carry products that they truly believe in and at the lowest price possible. If you enter coupon code BEDPOST when you check out at comeasyouare.com, you will receive a 15% discount. And don't forget that shipping on orders over $50 is free in Canada. That's BEDPOST when you visit comeasyouare.com. Have you ever Do you know about Come As You Are?
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, I have so much stuff from them.
Totes. I
Yep.
lost my plug. That's all right. Speaking of toys, you also have been reviewing toys for what, like
6 years. Yeah, it's a long time. I have too many toys.
Yeah, you have a lot of toys.
Yeah. You want to see some toys?
I'd love to see some toys.
Okay, so the first thing, which was fun to walk down the streets of Toronto with this sticking out of my bag.
Oh my god.
This is a billiard banger, which is an impact toy from a now defunct Canadian company called Kink Machine Works, and it's just like, you can get hit with a billiard ball.
Wow, that is.
You want me to?
Yeah. I mean, looking at it, I'm like, now what in the world is that gonna feel like? But
It's it's like a punch. Like, it's very thuddy.
It's just, there's no high end on that.
Yeah, no.
Oh wow! And look at the jacked handle. Like, this is a hardcore piece of machinery.
I think you could probably insert the handle, but I don't know.
Well, you could insert any part of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever want to get like fucked with a billiard ball, but like.
But you can now.
Yeah, you could.
You could.
Lovely.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. I like taking it to kink events and stuff because people are always like, "What is that?
What even is it? How badly, like, does that bruise? I feel like that's like a deep kind of a soreness.
Yeah,
that
I
you
don't
get
find
from
it
that.
bruises me. I find that it leaves spots that still hurt days later.
Yeah,
But no bruises, which is kind of like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I like the bruises.
The bruises are kind of a nice memento.
Yeah.
Where would the best places to get kind of hit with that?
I mean, the butt's a classic.
A classic.
Yeah, like the thighs.
Thighs, yeah.
Arms and legs are good.
Yeah.
I could see probably like upper chest might be good. That would hurt a lot probably though, but yeah.
But yeah, sometimes that's the idea.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it.
Yep. I brought one of my favorite dildos. It made my bag very heavy on the way over here.
Yeah.
You probably know this one, yeah.
This is Enjoy.
This is the Enjoy 11.
Wow.
So called because it's 11 inches long.
Yes.
And people are always like, how do you fit that whole thing in you? I'm like, you don't.
You don't, dumbass.
You can't.
Why would I venture to put the entirety of the toy inside myself?
I don't know. You would have no handle left.
Yeah, there's no string attached to it. I can't like tampon it out. It's very odd.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So this is stainless steel.
Yep, it's very heavy.
As fuck. Heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, and what do we got? Two different ends going on here.
Yeah, one of them has a 1.75 inch diameter. The other is 2 inches. So it's pretty big. It's
so heavy.
I know, it's great. I love having partners use this on me because it makes them feel really strong and powerful and capable.
It takes a strong, powerful person just to
heft it. Yeah. Getting in your bicep curls, right?
Yes, like truly, you do have to be strong.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So beautiful.
And there's some ridges on the other side.
Yeah. It's really, really good. It does good G-spot things.
G-spot.
Yeah.
A-spot?
Yes, actually, this end is very A-spotty. We talked the last time I was on about the anterior fornix, which is one of my favorite spots, and it's really good. I also really like that if you take pictures of it, you can get like a reflection of yourself. So you want to make sure you're wearing clothes if you want to be wearing clothes in those pictures. I've made that mistake many times.
Take a picture of it naked and posted it.
Yeah, or just like I'm in like pajamas or something, and I'm like, oh, that's not sexy.
Yeah. Oh man, is this one of your favorite all time?
I think so,
toys?
Yeah. I mean, like, I tried it once. I, like, borrowed a sex blogger friend's 11 because I was just curious about it. And I was immediately like, I need this, which is awful because it's so expensive.
Yeah. How much around would that retail for?
Usually, like, 300.
Wow.
I got mine for 180 with, like, some really good sales and, like, watching and paying attention to when the sales were coming up. But
still, that's expensive. 180 is still expensive. But this isn't going to break.
No,
ever.
I will be buried with this. This is an heirloom. Yep.
Wow. And stainless steel, so it's non-porous.
Yep. You can use any kind of lube with it.
Yep. Temperature play.
Really
if
good.
You want to.
Yeah. It can be very startlingly cold.
Yeah, you got to do the old
Yeah.
breathe on it and, like, with the stethoscope
Yeah.
situation.
I'm kind of into it though. Like you can like roll it on someone's body or whatever while they're blindfolded or tied down or whatever. Like
Ooh, and it's kind of sensation play.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's also this heavy ass.
it's so heavy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's other versions of this that are not quite as.
I mean, they do make some other toys that are smaller. They do the Pure Wand, which is like probably the all-time best G-spot toy.
Yeah.
This is also great for impact play. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
But
I
you
was
can
just
like
gonna
hit someone.
say, this is like the same as like your 8-ball there.
Yeah.
Like this would create that same sort of thuddiness.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
It's great.
So you're going to say you have to be careful.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, because like usually with an impact toy, you would want a handle so that it doesn't like fly out of your hand.
Oh,
This like
yeah.
it kind of it's just like it's gonna be a little slippery, so you want to just like really keep a firm grip on it. But yeah, you can like beat the shit out of someone with this.
Yeah, but you're right. You could so easily drop that
Yeah.
on someone's foot or something like that.
Yeah, I've like almost broken a lot of things by dropping my 11 on them, like my sink and stuff like that. It was all fine, but like
Tile floor.
yeah, I'm just always like, oh no, you don't want to drop this on your foot or anything either.
No.
It's very very heavy.
But so pretty. Oh my
Yep,
God. Love it.
yep.
I can't believe you hauled that over here. That's great. On the TTC?
Yep. Fun times. Another thing I have is this leather cuff by our local Toronto folks, the Unicorn Collaborators. Do you know them?
Yes. Are these made from bike?
No, this is actually leather.
This is leather.
So you wear it as a bracelet, but then what's cool is that the cuffs, you can just do that, and then you
And
have
then they're
like
cuffs.
bondage, wrist cuffs. I really like anything that's like femmy, like fashiony, that's also kinky.
I noticed you have a lovely collar on
I
today.
do.
Who makes that?
That's by L'amour Propre. I